Caracalla, born Lucius Septimius Bassianus in 188 AD, was the son of Emperor Septimius Severus and Julia Domna. His early life set the stage for one of Rome's most infamous rulers. Raised in a military family, Caracalla was groomed to rule alongside his younger brother Geta as part of his father's vision for a dynastic succession. At a young age, he was given the title of Caesar, symbolizing his place as heir to the throne, and later took the name Marcus Aurelius Antoninus to link himself to the revered philosopher-emperor. Caracalla's childhood, though privileged, was shadowed by the political machinations and expectations that came with being an imperial heir. This upbringing in a world of power and intrigue shaped his character and ambitions early on. Caracalla's rise to power came in 211 AD, when Septimius Severus died on campaign in Britain. Severus had planned for his two sons, Caracalla and Geta, to co-rule, but their relationship was tense and deeply antagonistic. As soon as Severus passed, a fierce rivalry broke out between the brothers, each trying to consolidate his own power. Just months into their joint reign, Caracalla had Geta assassinated, reportedly in his mother's arms. Following Geta's murder, Caracalla ordered a brutal purge of Geta's supporters, executing or exiling anyone loyal to his brother. This act not only secured Caracalla's singular control, but also tainted his rule with a reputation for violence and cruelty that would follow him throughout his life. As sole emperor, Caracalla ruled with a heavy hand, valuing military power above all else. He embarked on campaigns along the frontiers, particularly against the Germanic tribes, and spent much of his reign with the army. Caracalla's devotion to his soldiers became a defining feature of his rule. He increased their pay significantly, ensuring their loyalty and positioning himself as a soldier's emperor. This relationship with the military, while strengthening his immediate power, placed a significant strain on the empire's finances. To meet these financial demands, Caracalla was forced to debase the currency, leading to economic instability and rising inflation across the empire. One of Caracalla's most significant and controversial acts was the Constitutio Antoniniana in 212 AD, often called the Edict of Caracalla. This decree granted Roman citizenship to nearly all free inhabitants of the empire, a move unprecedented in its scope. While this act is sometimes viewed as an effort to unify the empire and elevate the status of provincial inhabitants, it also had practical motives. By extending citizenship, Caracalla expanded the tax base, allowing him to raise more revenue to fund his military expenditures. The Constitutio Antoniniana had lasting effects on the Roman world, eroding the distinction between Romans and provincials and contributing to a more universal Roman identity. Beyond his administrative and military decisions, Caracalla's legacy includes the monumental baths of Caracalla in Rome. Construction began in 212 AD, and the baths became one of the largest and most impressive public bath complexes in the ancient world. Spanning over 27 acres, they included not only baths, but also libraries, gymnasiums, and gardens, serving as a social and cultural hub for Roman citizens. The baths symbolized Caracalla's attempt to leave a mark on Rome, showcasing the grandeur and resources of his reign. Even today, the ruins of the baths of Caracalla stand as a testament to Roman engineering and Caracalla's ambition to be remembered. Despite his accomplishments, Caracalla's rule was marked by paranoia and cruelty, particularly toward the Senate and any potential threats. He was known for his ruthless elimination of rivals, and his mistrustful nature led to frequent purges. This approach alienated the Roman elite, who saw him as a tyrant rather than a legitimate ruler. His reputation for brutality extended to the provinces as well, where his campaigns were often accompanied by harsh treatment of local populations. His tendency toward violence and his relentless focus on military matters created a sense of fear and instability throughout his reign. Caracalla's downfall came in 217 AD during a campaign in the eastern provinces. While traveling with his army, he was assassinated by one of his own soldiers, likely at the instigation of Macrinus, the Praetorian prefect who would succeed him as emperor. Caracalla's assassination ended a reign marked by ambition, brutality, and a relentless focus on military power. His death brought little mourning from the Roman elite, who viewed it as an end to a reign of terror. Caracalla's legacy is complex. On one hand, he left a lasting mark through his edict granting widespread citizenship and through monumental architecture like the Baths of Caracalla. On the other hand, his ruthless tactics, economic strain, and disregard for the Senate contributed to the growing instability of the empire. His relationship with the military set a precedent for later emperors, emphasizing the growing importance of the army in maintaining imperial power, a trend that would ultimately destabilize the empire's political structure. In many ways, Caracalla exemplified the challenges facing Rome in the 3rd century: the balance between military strength and economic stability, the tension between central and provincial interests, and the struggle to maintain control in an increasingly diverse empire. His rule reflected both the power and the fragility of the Roman state, leaving a legacy of grandeur mixed with violence.